Good morning.
Good morning.
Like many, Crystal's body is adjusting, reorganizing, shifting, recalibrating itself to all of the choices and intentions that she had set during this powerful portal time on your planet. Allow the energies within your consciousness and emotional state and body's energy field some time should you need it. The last thing you want to do as you are shifting is be hard on yourself when your body is asking you for more. You should be proud of this communication. You should be eager to listen. And we do not believe in shoulds, but we are just trying to express our appreciation for the ways that your body is communicating with you on a consistent basis. And should you listen in the now moment, it'll serve you well. There will be no need to suffer. You are closing the gap between the soul and body. As a human collective, this is a very profound transition. Give yourself ease and give yourself grace. We say this because as I came forward today, Crystal's body began to feel a lot of intense energies. This will happen to many as the guides come in closer. Our vibrational state is very high. We only give you bits and bobs of us. For if we were to give you all of our energy, let's just say we would blow you to smithereens. And that is not our intention. That is never our intention. Our intention is the integration of this communication so that you can receive the information that you have requested to aid you along your journey. And while you are just now beginning to open up to the informations that will aid you along the journey, please know that your body has been receiving us for a long time. We are giving this information because Crystal needs to continue to understand the intensity she is feeling in her body is the merging of the soulful energy that is deepening itself into who she is. But we're trying to find the words to express that this is a very deep DNA activation. These energies are stimulated deep within the cell. The mitochondria of the cell is firing massive amounts of information. Through energy. And your science has discounted this as to keep you foolish to the way the soul interacts with your cells. You are source fueled Your source filled. And the communication that has come forward for you at this time has only been to open you up to the communications that you can begin to receive now. You had to clear your filter. You had to move the gunk out of the way. Your trauma doesn't serve you. The victimhood frequencies of the matrix on your planet does not serve you. And until you relinquish the ideas of yourself in this way, how can you possibly hold your light? Your light will never be present in the space of limitation. When you are tuned into limitation, you are tuned into the illusion. Remind yourself of these things every day. You have been prepared for these times. Every download, every activation, every opening, every healing, every release, every sleepless night. You are receiving the information that was needed to be held within you to activate the expressions of your truth. Now that you can hold the human blueprint as it is meant to be. As you've grounded yourself in the truth of who you are outside of what your life has shown you thus far, you then began to tune into past life energies, memory that you are more than what you are seeing here and now. And this is opening up your communication deeply. Understanding who you are helps you understand who we are and why we're here, so that there is no fear, so that you know us in the oneness of the God force. It is okay, sweet child. We will not make you cry. We gave her a glimpse. We gave her a glimpse of what the oneness of the God force feels like. Humans have not felt that yet. While they think that they have, and they imagine their way into higher frequencies of what that could potentially be, the limitations of the matrix keep you away from truly understanding oneness, as it is a frequency that holds all individuals harmonizing in celebration of their own autonomous expression of light. And that light so bright because of your planetary words are so limiting, but we will do the best that we can. This glorious expression of who you choose to be with all things makes a sound so sweet. That her sweetheart wanted to explode. And when the human collective tunes into their role in this energy of oneness, in this energy of healing oneself from the ideas and thoughts of others, and discovering what they truly see, your autonomy will beam, your sovereign nature will beam. The creator energy within you will exude frequency and light in ways that intertwine and harmonize with everything and all that has ever existed and ever can exist. This harmonization creates grids within the universal complex that the reptilian mind will not allow you to understand. This is why it was so beneficial for them to keep you in disharmony. When you are an integral part of an illumination project and you become unplugged, it hinders all of our paths. We appreciate the laws of free will on your planet. But we are so grateful that the consciousness of the collective has raised itself so that it can finally receive. It can receive the co-creation that is needed to plug you back in, to put you back in universal alignment with your brothers and sisters that love you so much and cannot wait to be a part of your understanding. How good does creation get? We are all about to experience this together. It is a misconception to perceive that we see all and know all. You are a creative force. And while there is potential we can tune into, your choices are a part of your creation. Because we are in the beginning phases of getting your vibrational frequency in alignment with consciousness, we are going to continue to urge you to assume the reality that you seek. Not to assume the things that you seek, although you can, should you choose, but to assume the persona, the level of higher self that would be dominant in that timeline, walking through this experience. How do you move? Your connection with your guides is deepening at this time. Continue to release your resistance. Continue to allow yourself to lean in. Lean in, Lightworker. Believe you are who you say you are. Believe you are who we say you are. Believe you are who you know you are. There are no accidents. Everything truly is divinely orchestrated. And while from your veiled perspective, you may not see all of the connections, please know that all of the humans that are around you at this time are exactly where they are meant to be. They trust you. even though they may not agree with the things that you think, they think about you often. You are in their consciousness. You are catalyzing a trigger that is making their light throb. And when these understandings begin to make sense, because the reality around them begins to project things that show them the alignment, they will come asking questions. You are seeing this happen now. There are no words to express to you how quickly this divine seeking within your collective is going to expand. It truly has been the calm before the storm. Don't be afraid of the powerful energy on your planet. Continue to ground in your heart and move in ways that are integrity, that support your character, that allow you to serve and honor the light of source. All manifestation is funneling through the higher realms at this time. Continue to make sure you are a vibrational match. Continue to make sure that your desire sits in the forefront. And walk towards it. I don't understand what you're showing me. They took me into a new room in the ship. There's a large panel with what looks like controls, but nobody's in the room. The room's completely empty, like it's never used. But in front of the panels is a very large window. It's probably 15, 20 meters long. And when I walk up to it, I'm outside of Earth's atmosphere. And I can see the planet. And I hear somebody say, "Look at your planet." Oh, fuck. They said they weren't going to make me cry. And I just see a lot of fighting. A lot of division. It really breaks my heart. This isn't the way it's supposed to be. But in the midst of that, there are very large pillars of light that are growing so fast. And as this light extends into the atmosphere, it's like creating this protective layer around the planet. And my soul remembers that they do this right before the process of ascension really begins. It's a protective layer that they place around the planet. And it is a barrier of love for the beings that are choosing. And I feel a little nervous because it's like we're at this threshold we've never been at before. And while the timeline tells us that it's done and the light has won, we're all watching the manifestation. We're all on the edge of our seats. We are ready for you to come back into your harmony. We are ready for you to come back into this galactic neighborhood, this community of creation. And you will be welcomed with open arms. You are ready. And we are here. Holy moly.